Hello, all. We on live here, I hope.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining us. We always like to, we know that the evenings are busy for most people, and we have a lot going on in our lives, but we greatly thank you. Also, I just want to give a thanks to all of the team people that are making this happen, and the Global One Spinfinity teams that are making everything happen for all of you. This is a global business, and you are all part of it. It can't happen without you. We need you. The business is here for you, and let's make it all happen together. And I'll tell you what, with the numbers we're seeing right now, absolutely incredible stuff. We, with zero marketing, zero advertising, starting with a few of our founding leaders who were people who were insiders that we were consulting with, we just asked them to throw a couple of their leaders in. Let's make sure everything is humming along here nicely. Let's see where we can improve on some things before we go live in the next few weeks. And lo and behold, here we have a hysteria in the best and most beautiful way. We are now, in just over 20-something days, we are already in the 4,000 number ranking in all of the U.S. and 17,000 in the entire world. Give you an idea what that means. There's about 9.6 billion pages on the Internet, and we are 17,000 in 20-something days. Incredible stuff. Well, we have you to thank for that. What we're going to go over today is we're going to go over the Spinfinity comp plan. Because it is a new system, it's very simple, very easy, but we wanted to break it out in one simple session. It won't take long because it is easy. As a matter of fact, I was telling everybody today that in order to make this call last any time length, I have to kind of stretch it out because it only takes a few seconds to get, and you'll see that as soon as you see the first couple of slides, you're going to get it. But we're going to go into a little bit more depth so it can be posted so people can then use it later on and train people that may not grasp it right away. And there will be a shorter version and a longer version for people who are quick, and then a longer version for people who want to take a little more time to study it. So with that, I guess we should just go ahead and jump right into it. All right. A couple little bullet points here. What we're going to go over, just these bullet points here, is that actually my slides are out of whack on my end here. All right. Keep it simple is our motto around here because it is simple. What we have is we have the Global One business, which has three primary payout compensation plans. We have the Spinfinity Social Profit Pool. That's what you're seeing right now that we're going to be discussing. We have the Go Global Profit Pool. That is the global profit pool that everybody in the world will be sharing in with not only revenues driven from within the system, but we have all sorts of businesses that are retail businesses, wholesale businesses that are outside the company that will also be driving tremendous revenues into the business. So they'll bring in all kinds of money to this global profit pool. We're going to talk about that next week. Very simple as well. We wanted to separate them out so it wasn't too much to absorb all at one time. And so with that, we also have the Infinity Wealth Profit Pool, which is the third compensation plan you get paid by. Now, one thing I want to make clear on this is that these all build simultaneously. So when you're looking at Spinfinity here, as you see how simple it is not only to build your business, to build your the times you get paid per month, to bring people into the system, this is now replicating throughout Go Global Profit Pool and the Infinity Wealth Profit Pool. You don't have to do anything different. You don't have to change your game plan. You don't have to learn a bunch of new things. You're building one business here that feeds the other two, matrices, compensation plans, however you want to refer to them. It builds them all simultaneously, so keep it simple. Spinfinity, this gets into what I was just talking about. Erase your mind's whiteboard. Don't try to compare us to binaries or any other comp plans you've seen out there. We've all seen the 20, 30, 40-page comp plans that are so complicated, just go all over the place. This presentation here is about 15 pages long only because I wanted to stretch it out and really just break it out into really finite details. If I were talking to you in person or if I showed you one or two slides, it would take about 35 seconds for you to get it. So keep it simple. Don't overthink it. It's easy. Just leave it at that. It is very simple. This is by far the easiest way to bring in others that has ever been developed, and that was the key to figuring out how we can maintain a longevity business that lasts for not only months but years and decades. That's the inherent problem in direct sales network marketing is people fall off. It takes too many people to bring in more, and it just becomes a spiral, a death spiral for most companies. Spinfinity makes it so easy to bring in people and makes it so easy for you to understand. For the 98% that have never been able to bring in a person, you're going to be able to with this. You're going to bring a 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Your confidence is going to go through the roof in your everyday life. It's just a game changer. So again, it's so simple. Don't try to complicate it. And don't try to compare it to any other comp plans. When you're building your Spinfinity, what you're building is you're building your immediate social profit pool. And this means that no matter when somebody comes into the system, whether you bring them in today, whether you bring them an hour from now, a month from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, they basically are attached to you through the computer and through the genealogy. And what it does is that everything that they do through Spinfinity, Global One, and Infinity, it's attached to you. And this will make a lot more sense in just a moment. So don't think downlines, don't think binaries or any of that kind of stuff at this point. All you want to think about is that you're going to refer people, they're going to refer people, they're going to refer people. Pretty common sense stuff there. The comp plan pays out 10 times a month. This is a little bit unique as well. And what we do is on the 1st, 4th, 7th, the 10th, the 13th, 16th, 19th, 22nd, 25th, and 28th of every month, we pay out at midnight going into the next day. So here's a great example, is that if I bring someone in right now today, it's 5:30 here in San Diego, California, at midnight Eastern time, which is not too far away from here, the people I bring in, or if I joined right now, I am going to rotate into, I'm going to spin into one in the cash payout zones in a matter of hours, not weeks or days or months. I'm going to be making money really, really quickly on myself, let alone if I brought somebody else in. So going on now with this is that as we go live with the first business, and people have been asking about the businesses, one of the things is we will have multiple businesses for you to choose from. You can choose 1, you can choose 2, you can choose 5. It doesn't matter. They're all great global businesses. We right now we're just working out some of the details on some of the global some of the global aspects, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves like a lot of other companies tend to do. They talk about things they're not done with. They talk about things that haven't been finalized. So we don't want to do that right now, and I hope you can please understand it. Just know these are global businesses, multi-billion and multi-trillion-dollar industries that you're going to be so happy that it's basically your business to run, to make commissions on, and any sales, any product, and so forth, and you're going to make money in the Spinfinity, Go Global, and Infinity. The iGo Bid Win, which is our first product, and everybody knows the other people out there that are having great success with the penny auction sites. Hey, great. I'm glad that they're having success because success helps this business along. We are different in a lot of ways. First of all, our compensation plan or a payout plan is nothing like anything that they're doing over there. We have a success system that is going to work for you. There's great, more power to them. Enjoy, and we'll see them at the end of the day. With the iGo Bid Win, which is our first product, I'm just going to set the surface here. Is that there's 5 participation levels. We have a $10, a $25, a $50, a $75, and a $100. With those options, basically it allows someone who may not have a lot of money, maybe a little leery, or someone who is just wants to dip their toe in the pool, as they say, they can get it for $10. What you get with this is your website, you get bid points and other materials that will help you along with your business, all sorts of great stuff like that. And what it also allows you to do is as you get rocking and rolling here and you understand the business and you're talking to people, it makes it very easy to go to someone and say, look, I'm in this great business. You know what? I'm not going to sell you the networking thing. We kind of call it in social marketing because it's quite a bit different comp plan. And what we want to you, for $10, give it $10. In 30 days, you're going to see money in your account, your own account, 6 times in 30 days, guaranteed. I know you probably never made any money in any program you've ever been in your life. You get them excited. They're going to continue on, and they're probably going to upgrade to higher dollar amounts. You have someone that may be on the fence that you want to help out, and you know that this business is going to help them. You pay their $10. You can pay it out of your bid tokens. You can pay it cash, what have you. $10. Remember what happens now, and we'll talk about this in just a moment, is that you make 20% of everything they make. So as they're rotating through Spinfinity, they may land in a $10 position. They may land in a $50 position. They may land in a $500 position. You're going to make 20% of that every 3 days. They rotate again. Again, we'll get into details on that in a second. You're getting paid every single time they rotate into higher and different positions throughout the matrix. So we'll continue on that in the next slides here. one of the things we'll do is we'll break out all the details of the iGoBidWin site as well as the other businesses in the upcoming webinars. You'll see a lot more detail coming out. I know everyone's very, very anxious, so we want to make sure that we get all that information out. And at the same time, we don't want to overwhelm you. We want to lead us right into going live, so when you go live, you know every facet of the company, you know every facet of the business, and you're ready to go out like a rocket out of the gate. All right. This right here is, in all its simplicity, this is the better mousetrap. This is the thing that someone says, why didn't I think of that? It is so simple in its concept that it is, even though I'm the inventor of it, I have to say it's genius. And that's a great point as well, is that I have this in patent pending. I own the rights to the entire Spinfinity comp plan. No other company in the world can use this comp plan without our approval or without our license. And obviously, I'm not going to let a lot of businesses have this, if any. They're going to have to be very different, nothing that's going to conflict with our business, because I want you to have success with this, not a bunch of other businesses. So right now, we're locked in Global One is the only company in the world that has a Spinfinity technology in it. What I did is I broke it down to real simple things, colors. Real simple. Instead of doing the Janes and the Johns and the Jims and all these levels and groups and all that kind of stuff, keep it real simple. So let's just keep it simple. You join today. For this demonstration, you're in the purple group because you come in right now, you see yourself there, and everybody who comes into you right after you is date and time stamped. Just picture a big, long, straight line. It's not a down line. It's not a sideways line. It's just a line. And so you come in now, someone comes in 2 seconds after you, someone comes in 5 seconds, they're behind you, but unless you referred them, you don't really care where they are. You don't care if they're next to you, below you, 10 miles away from you, it doesn't matter. All you care about is people you referred. And what happens is that as people, you bring them in, they become in different parts of the line. They may be 10, 20 people behind you, there may be 4,000 people behind you. It doesn't matter, because what the software does here is what the genius part of this and its simplicity. So I'm going to go to the next slide here and watch what happens is that you come in. All right, there you are right there. You joined today. That's you with a little maroon circle around you. So you come in today, and like I mentioned earlier, we pay on the 19th. So at midnight tonight Eastern Time, there's going to be a rotation. The purple is going to shift to the green is going to shift to the blue, blue down to the purple. All right, so with that, what will happen is, as at midnight, everybody who's in this bottom group will shift. It's not a rotation. It's not a lottery. You don't jumble around. It just, the algorithm, what happens is that our proprietary algorithm takes the batches, breaks them out evenly, and puts them into our patented pending payment system. And the payment system, again, isn't a downline. It is an algorithm that we've created that is unlike anything ever seen before. So let the computer do the algorithms. It will shift you every 72 hours. And so as you go to the next slide here, you'll see what happens. As of midnight tonight, you would now already be moved up into the cash payout zone, as we call it. When that purple area there is kind of the mid area, the mid money. It can be a few dollars. It can get up to quite a few dollars, and then as you get into the higher greens in there, it starts going it gets higher and higher and higher. And there is a tiered effect to it, in a sense that if you land towards the bottom of the purple there with your group, then you would get paid less than somebody who fell in the top of the purple group there, and then so on as you went to the green. But remember, what happens is that you're not set in the same position. You rotate. Every 3 days, the group expands. It expands. It can contract technically, which doesn't hurt this company. If it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it always is adding more people behind you, which changes the algorithm. So what will happen is, as you now in just a few hours, you've moved up into the purple. Well, on the 22nd, just 3 days later, you are now rotated up to the top. You're going to hit somewhere in the money position. You're getting paid. You've already gotten paid in your bank account from your own positions twice, and you've been in the program less than 4 days. This is where it gets really great, is that the same thing's happening now when you refer people. If I referred John or Steve, there we go with my names, I would now get 20% of their commission check where they landed if they were in the blue group, I would get 20% of that. Then as